Hi, and welcome to Kentucky Farm Bureau Reports. Today we're at the Expo Center here in Louisville for Kentucky Farm Bureau Day at the State Fair, a great way to celebrate Kentucky agriculture. Let's take a look. More than 1,600 people, including Governor Steve Beshear, were on hand this year to witness the sale of the champion ham provided by Broadbent B&B Foods. It became a record-breaking event as Republic Bank and Trust Company and Hermitage Farms Bridgman Foods settled a spirited bidding competition by agreeing to split a $2 million bid. The previous record was a $1.6 million bid in 2010. Over the years, there have been 28 different winning bidders. Kentucky Farm Bureau now has helped raise more than $8.9 million for local charities, educational institutions, and nonprofit organizations throughout the auction's history. The Kentucky Farm Bureau booth was present throughout the fair, giving folks an opportunity to stop by and learn a little bit more about the organization, and they can also register for a free drawing. The Pride of the Counties exhibit, sponsored by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, gives Kentucky counties an opportunity to show off their area's unique blend of art, food, historic sites, industry, and other attractions to the thousands attending the state fair.
Very proud to have won this award.
Clay County's booth received this year's Best Exhibit Award.
If you don't take part in this, you're definitely missing out, because there's no way that you could possibly reach this many people anywhere else or any way else. I mean, and it's fun, and it's just, I think it's a fantastic thing. I hope that we have a booth here from now on.
Hundreds of spectators watched various groups compete in this year's annual Gospel Quartet Contest, sponsored by Kentucky Farm Bureau. The winners of this year's contest were the Lindsay family. They performed later during the Kentucky Farm Bureau picnic in the comfort of the air-conditioned South Wing. Kentucky Farm Bureau also purchased the State Fair's Grand Champion during the Sale of Champions. The steer was exhibited by A.K. Phillips of Fleming County. Kentucky Farm Bureau, along with other contributors, purchased the steer for $21,000. Proceeds from the sale will go to the 4-H and the FFA.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
You got your stroller there you can ride in?
I want to say thank you and welcome to our state office elections. A native of
that we elect a senator.
United States Senator Mitch McConnell and his Democrat opponent, Kentucky Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes, met with Kentucky Farm Bureau's Board of Directors for a traditional Measure the Candidate forum.
This election comes at a critical time because Mitch McConnell's Washington has failed Kentucky and our farm families. Indeed, Kentucky is ready for a senator of the future, one that will actually show up, speak up, and stand up for our farm families each and every day of every year.
I've been elected leader of my party unanimously multiple times. The U.S. Senate is a place, as you can imagine, with a lot of sharp elbows and big egos, a lot of very capable people, or they wouldn't have gotten that far in the first place. To have been chosen the leader ought to tell you that they have confidence in my judgment to try to move the country in a different direction. About the importance of having...
Among the issues discussed were immigration reform, fiscal policy, international trade, education, and environmental protection programs. In addition to fielding questions on those and other issues, the candidates gave opening and closing statements. The event drew widespread media coverage with more than 40 media representatives present.
Today, you saw a senator of the past versus a senator of the future. A senator who is entrenched in the Washington, D.C. establishment. He's so out of touch with the farmers here in Kentucky to realize that the lapse in the Farm Bill had a negative impact. You saw two completely different visions, one that believes things are okay as they are, and another that knows Kentucky can't afford 6 more years of Mitch McConnell. Together, the folks all across the Commonwealth of Kentucky, including our farmers and farm families, we will help to make sure women get equal pay for equal work, that we are supporting our farm families, our veterans across this state, and growing the middle class together.
No matter what she may have said today during the debate, we all know how it works in Washington. The most important vote, she will cast, will be to organize the Senate and make him the majority leader, who will then set the agenda, which guarantees that none of the concerns that the Kentucky Farm Bureau has will be dealt with. She's supported by the AFL-CIO. They're opposed to everything the Farm Bureau stands for. The Farm Bureau and its interests, its views, its vision of America would be adversely affected by sending somebody to Washington who's going to continue the status quo.
District 6 House of Representative Andy Barr recently held an Ag Forum.
It's part of my accessibility commitment to the people of Central and Eastern Kentucky to visit with them, be accessible to them, and most importantly, listen to the people and the farmers and the agriculture community. I can be a better congressman, better representative of their interests if I hear directly from them how I can best represent them in Washington. Well, I want to update the members of the Kentucky Farm Bureau about recent tax legislation that could be of significance for our farmers, our family farmers. The 179 expensing, which is a bill that we passed to make sure that it's more easy to expense acquisition of tractors and other farm equipment. Also, a bill that would make permanent bonus depreciation, again, making it easier for farmers to acquire farming equipment and allow them to, on an accelerated basis, depreciate that equipment. Want to talk again about the Farm Bill and also just get their feedback on anything they want to talk about.
These meetings allow Farm Bureau members to come face to face with elected officials in a casual setting to discuss issues that concern agriculture.
I grew up working on a farm. I worked for him for about 17 years.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau Board of Directors recently toured ag businesses throughout Washington State and northern Idaho.
The purpose of this trip is to be able to come talk to farmers, talk to ag leaders in this community about the most important issue that they have in their state. We at Kentucky Farm Bureau, if we're going to represent the members in Kentucky properly and be an advocate for them, we need to understand the issues of other farmers when we go to Washington to be able to reach ideas together, be able to walk in and actually work Congress in a way that makes sense to solve the problems from farmers all across America.
And now for your calendar of coming events. National Farm Safety Week is September 21st through the 27th. The Kentucky Farm Bureau Golf Classic is September 29th. And don't forget, resolutions are due October 15th. Well, I'm going to go get a donut burger and a shake-up lemonade. We'll see you next time.